Okay, so hi. Sorry, I'm so wet. Actually, I just got into the rain. It's raining outside like crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like everything is fucking wet. Like, it looks nicer than it actually is. At the moment, it's just pouring rain. Anyways, I wanted to take a moment to tell you about this experience that I had today, because actually it was a really interesting experience. So actually, around last week, I got a call from a model agency, and they asked me if I can come over for like a sort of interview the same day. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna do that. I have time. I will come over to introduce myself in person, and thank you very much for that opportunity. So arrived there, had this woman sitting in front of me, that agent, who was asking him about my skill set, and I did some like modeling stuff and acting stuff before I did, but you know, like I never actually went through like that sort of. Although I went to castings, but I never kind of had this routine, and I never kind of created like a portfolio or something. Like you actually see it on all those like top model shows, like I don't know, Germany's Next Top Model and stuff. You always see them with their book, right? Anyways, I came there with my website because I don't know, as a photographer you're always kind of used to that business card stuff and website things. So I came pretty like amateuristic and unprepared as such, even though I actually got paid for acting and modeling roles before, but I got that from my friends, so I never had to have this like professional kind of portfolio stuff, because I kind of had the reputation and the contacts, right? So anyways, she sent me to this course, and she actually, it was like a paid masterclass. So I asked some of my model friends if that's like a normal thing that model agencies do, and they actually said it's not quite common. Well, didn't matter because I actually already paid for it, so I kind of had to go anyways, and I actually also just really wanted to. I don't know, for me, I feel like it was just a door opener, like, because sometimes we have these barriers in our mind, right? That's why we don't do things, and then that class was just really good for me to find that confidence to actually start doing it. Because then when I actually sat in there and I listened to that model, and we also did some practical stuff, like we did that, all that posing, we did that like, I don't know, photo shoot poses that you have to have, and catwalking, we did that together too. Like honestly, really, it was like in that movies, that Germany's Next Top Model and stuff that you always see when they get taught. Like that's how we got actually taught today. So it was pretty cool, and it was also really interesting to see how everyone's super shy and how everyone feels pretty much the same about themselves, like super insecure, right? So you really got to release that boundaries and stuff, and that's how you actually start to be able to do those kind of cool things that you always dreamt of doing. Because now my personal experience comes in on my personal kind of opinion. So I always wanted to actually do something like that, but I always found excuses. I can be honest about that. I was saying, well, if you don't have pimples anymore or whatever, then you can basically do it. I told you guys that already, so I did that as well with the Maxim magazine, that competition that I entered. That was like the first step into honestly fucking taking that dream serious and just keep on doing it, right? So I did that today as well with that masterclass, and it actually works, because while I was sitting there I was like, fuck man, I actually already have the skills. And if I'd only take myself more seriously, I would actually be able to already be up there. But somehow I always thought like, yeah, first I gotta do this, first I gotta do this, first then. He's like in that book of like that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I think he has a whole chapter on how we say first we gotta do this and then we can do this. So this is actually a good book. I read it. This is not like a product placement or something like that I'm putting into my YouTube video now. I actually read a lot, and I also read this book, and I think it's well deserved a bestseller because it reads really easy and it's super fucking motivating. So yeah, I'm gonna mention this book now as well, and I can confidently say that yeah, I like that. I liked that book. And I like everyone and everything that kind of opens up some barriers in our mind, and that's basically also that kind of person I want to be for you guys too. And that's why I do this crazy stuff and I talk about it and I post it as well, because I feel like if you guys hear from some rando like normal person on how they kind of go through life in a trial kind of scenario, just trying out things, because obviously we never know how stuff works out before we actually try it. So yeah, I'm hoping if I share that kind of experiences with you guys, that eventually or hopefully you're also gonna be inspired to just try things yourself too and pursue that dreams that you want to pursue. Because then in that course we also met some people, some of them told me their like stories. So one girl actually started to want to do that course because she went through a breakup and she wanted to realize their dreams, her dreams that she always had. So I thought that was a really nice thing. Oh yeah, she said she wants to realize that dream now before pursuing actually a new relationship. That was really mature of her to say. Well, let's see how serious she is about it. Maybe I'm gonna see her around again. Would be cool. But anyways, for me personally, it really unlocked some barriers, and I found some more motivation to actually do it, because I heard people talking about it that are already doing it, right? And then I thought, yeah, I can do that as well. I actually already did. Why did I never give myself the credits for doing that already? So yes, that was it for today. I don't know, it's quite broad and like quick. If you guys have any specific questions about this experience, please do not hesitate to actually put them in the comment section. I can definitely go more into specifics about that course. I can tell you more about it, and yeah, it would be nice if you keep around following my journey and all that stuff I'm doing, and yeah, how I'm networking, how I'm growing, and how I'm challenging myself. That's what I live for, and that's so cool and so appreciated to see how you guys yeah, follow along and actually also motivate me doing this kind of things. So thanks a lot for that. I want to say that, and also have a good day and keep on rocking. See you guys.